Hello, CARP community. My name is Arya, and I'm the research assistant here at CARP Research Lab at George Mason University. Here we are with one of CARP's lead rhetoricians from the University of Baltimore, Dr. Jennifer Keohane.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here. As always, for my CARP viewers, I formulated 5 questions to be answered in 5 minutes on Dr. Keohane's concentration on character assassination. Let's get started on them. First, one of the basic questions, what is rhetoric?
We take our definition of rhetoric from Aristotle, and Aristotle says rhetoric is the faculty to observe in any given case the available means of persuasion. 2 things are important there. First, that we're dealing with cases. So rhetoricians study persuasion contextually in individual scenarios. Second, persuasion. Rhetoricians study symbols as they're put to persuasive use. And those symbols can be things from tweets or memes or traditional speeches, all sorts of things that are designed to be persuasive to particular audiences.
Great. Now, how are rhetoric and character assassinations related?
Character assassination is a strategic process. Attackers try to accomplish a goal, which is lowering the reputation of their target in front of the eyes of an audience. And they do that by using communication, again, tweets, memes, speeches. So we can say then that because character assassination is designed to have a persuasive impact, that character attacks are rhetorical.
That's very interesting. Now, how do rhetoricians study character assassinations?
So rhetoricians analyze texts. So the first thing that a rhetorician would do would be to find some group of texts or even a singular text that they wanted to analyze that contained some iterations of character attacks. Now, rhetoric unfolds in the real world amidst conditions that it can then reshape. So the next thing that a rhetorician would do would be to analyze the context, the history, the politics, the culture in which the attack was taking place. And the final step then would be to analyze the persuasive messages and symbols as they're being used. So you might look at a character attack and look at the use of ideology to appeal to a particular audience, or the use of metaphor, or the use of evidence to create credibility.
Now, what rhetorical concepts in that helps us understand character assassinations?
One of the main ones is ethos. And ethos is a term from Aristotle that refers to credibility, or the way that a speaker creates their authority to speak on a particular subject. And there's a bunch of different ways that one can build credibility, perhaps citing evidence of their target's alleged misdeeds, or of building their own credibility by citing credentials. So we can think of character assassination then as a battle over credibility, because the attacker has to try to overcome the standing credibility that the target has in order for their attack to be taken seriously amongst the public. One other thing that's important is kairos. Kairos is a term that refers to timing. So it matters, for instance, when an attacker chooses to launch their attack, because they have to find a public that's willing to believe that attack. Likewise, if you're trying to respond to attack, it definitely matters when you do it. And as one pro tip, it definitely does not help you to wait too long between when the attack happens and when you respond.
Wonderful. Now, what our viewers here are dying to know is, what are you researching now?
I'm really interested in the way that we communicate our characters. And so I've been looking at political discourse and the way that candidates for office shape narratives about their political careers. And when we think about politics in the United States, things like authenticity and likability are definitely concepts that come up. Think about how Hillary Clinton was dismissed as unlikable and inauthentic during 2016. But I also know that those concepts can be wielded with particular force against women and people of color. Think about how Obama was dismissed as not being Black enough during his presidency, for example. So I'm really interested then in how it is that candidates create narratives to promote their authenticity and their credibility to the public. So I've been looking at campaign speeches from the 2020 election and candidates seeking the Democratic nomination and how they're weaving their own life narrative in order to communicate their character to the public.
Wow, great. Thank you, Dr. Keohane, for your time and contribution on this topic in character assassinations.
Thank you for the great questions.
Oh, you're welcome. And everyone, please, for more information on Dr. Keohane, please check out our CARP website. The link is in the description. And please remember to share, like, comment, and subscribe, as we hope to be making more of these videos for your viewing pleasure. Till next time, take care. Thank you so much, Dr. Keohane.
Thank you.